Hi guys, it's Sherry. I hope that you're having a wonderful day. Y'all, let's do some happy crafting. Stay tuned. So we have been making some phenomenal crafts with file folders. And today we're going to keep it going because there are so many beautiful file folders out there that we can turn them into all types of useful items. And today's is just so exceptional. And I am going to bring it in and show it to you. It is this gorgeous box, and it says, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. And this box is really a very large one. It is 6 3/4 by 6 1/2, and it is 3 inches deep, and it is a lidded box. And I'm sure you guys recognize these gorgeous flowers, and then how I made the tag for this using those wonderful floral embellishments that we made. This is truly a spectacular way to give a gift, guys. And today we are going to make this box, but we're going to make this box using the coordinating lemon paper because I think the combination of the two, fabulous. So let's get started on making this so that we can make this to thrill someone. Okay, so to make our project, we need to start with a file folder. And as you'll notice, I have trimmed off the tab portion of the file folder. So basically I removed all of that, and how I did that was I just placed this in my cutter, still folded, and I trimmed this down this way to 8 1/8, and that's all the trimming that I did. Then we are going to need a piece for the top that measures 8 1/8 by 12, and I'm using just a regular old lemon colored piece of cardstock for that. So even though I'm using this lemon paper, the measurements and the way that we will build this, if you have this particular file folder, if you follow the measurements that I'm giving you, it will make it so that this saying here is positioned on yours exactly where it is on mine. So the first thing we're going to do is open up the file folder, and where your center point is, I am just going to place mine on a whole number because it just makes this portion easier. So here we've got the center point placed on 5, and I am going out 1 1/2 inch on both sides of that 5. So I am going to go to 3 1/2 and score. Then I am going to go to 6 1/2 and score. This is how I get my 3 inch base. So now that we have done our scores this way, we need to take this and rotate it this way, and we're going to score at 2 1/2 all the way down. Then we'll flip this, score at 2 1/2 until we meet the original 2 1/2 inch mark. Then we'll take it and flip it this way and do the same thing. So let's score at 2 1/2 all the way down. Take this and flip it and score at 2 1/2. And now we are going to fold our scores, but we aren't going to do real hard burnishing. Let's just fold. All right, guys, so now we're going to have our tabs, and we need to cut up to the score mark on these 2 tabs here. So I'm going to turn this on the inside because it's actually easier for me to see. So I am going to go up to that score mark, drag down, and then I'll angle in. And I'll do the same thing over here. Go up to my score, drag down, and angle in. Okay, so once we have our tabs cut out, I am going to reduce this just by a little. So I'm taking off a little less than half on both sides. And now we can put our box together. So in the case of the pattern that has the saying on it, you want to make sure that that's the front, and these are the flaps that you'll fold down last. So we're going to put this together as if I did have a saying on the front of this. So let's take our glue. I am going to see how far up this goes. And I am going to place my glue right on there. And then I'm going to take that flap and just put it down so that it's all nice and even at the bottom. Then I can lay this down, use my bone folder to get everything nice and stuck. And I'll come over to the other side and do the same thing. So I'm going to take my glue, place it there. Then I'll take my back piece, put it down so that everything is nice and smooth. Then I'll go on the inside with my bone folder and get it stuck. And now this would be the piece that would have the saying on the front, so that when I put this down, you have no seams showing here. So I am going to now take this piece, let's get it matched, and I am going to use my glue to close this side. So I am going to place glue on here. And then I'll also place glue on the edges of my flat piece. Then I'll take these two and I'm just going to kind of roll that glue around just a little bit to get it nice and stuck. And I am going to match up my tops. The bottom I'm not going to worry about. Then I can come in on the inside with my bone folder. And then I'll take this side and do the same thing. So my goal is to get it matched at the top. I will take my glue, place glue on this piece first. Then I'll take my glue and place it on the flap. And then I'll take both of these and I'm just going to kind of smush that glue around because I want to make sure that I'm going to have a very good stick once I start closing this. So now that I have my two flaps together, I'll just again go in with my bone folder, get everything nice and stuck down, and now you can see I have such a cute lemon box right here. This is just so stinking cute, and for those of you who have this particular file folder as well, you're going to love it because it's gorgeous. So now we have the box portion made. Let's make the lid. Okay, so this is going to be very easy. I have a piece that measures 12 by 8 1/8. We are going to score at 3/4 of an inch and at 2.5 inches on all four sides. Okay, so then we can fold and burnish those scores. Okay, so once we have our scores folded and burnished, we need to cut out our tabs. So the way that I'm going to cut out the tabs on this box to make my seams as less noticeable as possible is on the long side, I am going to go up to the second score mark, drag down, angle in, angle here. I can angle here. And then I'm going to reduce this in size. And I'll show you why I do it this way in just a minute. But on the other side, I'll do the same thing. So all four sides will look like this. So I will go up to the second score mark, drag down, angle in, and remove that piece, and then trim this down. Okay, so the way that I just remove my tabs, there's a reason why I do it like this. Because when I put these together, these will fold in here and this will cover it. So when I have this on the front of the box, you won't see this edge here from the front. If I did it the other way, this edge here would actually be facing out and you would see it. But now that I put it on the side, it's less noticeable and the front will appear just like this. It'll make more sense as we're putting it together. So I am going to add my glue to put my beautiful lemon colored lid together. And I am just going to just smush that in the glue a little bit. Fold it over. And now I can go on this inside with my bone folder. And I will do this on all 4 sides. So when you're holding it like this, you really don't see the side seams. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, that for me, that's how I get a seamless look on my lids when I'm making them like this. So now that we have the box put together, we're going to place glue on these outer flaps, fold them in, and get them stuck down. Okay, so our lid is all done. Moment of truth. And there, you can see that we have got a very nicely fitting lid. And now you can see even better what I mean about how I cut those tabs out. This is the side of the box. This is the side where the tab joints actually show. This is the front of the box. So you can see that we have a nice seamless look here and here. So now we can make our handle. Okay, so to make our handle, I have a piece that measures 2 by 12. And all I'm going to do is eyeball this and fold it into thirds. And I am going to take my glue and just place glue on this handle. Get it stuck down. And now I'll take my handle and just roll it along my desk. And then what I like to do is I like to let my handle just set up for about 15 minutes to make sure that my bend is going to be firm so that when I bend it, it doesn't want to fold a little bit in the middle. Okay guys, so my handle is nice and firm. And what I'm going to do is place mine on just like this. So guys, this lid and handle, they're purely decorative. They do not support the weight of this box. They are on here for decoration purposes only. If you try to carry it holding the lid, then of course the lid is going to come off and everything on the inside will fall off. So I want it just to have a nice finished decorative look, but this is not meant to carry the weight of this bag. So all I'm going to do at this point is add some hot glue to the end, just like that. And then I'm going to take it and get it stuck right there in the middle, not putting it down too far. And then I'll flip it over and I'm just going to go on the inside and just kind of smush that hot glue around. So I placed my hot glue on this side and I am going to take that and get it stuck down, try to center it, and try to get a nice even arch on this. And now I can use my bone folder, smooth out that glue, and as y'all can see, we now have a beautiful lid for this oh so beautiful bag. So now what I am going to do is I am going to make use of those beautiful paper flowers that we made in a previous video, and I'm going to bring my lemonade box back in so that I can show you. I added a blue strip here. I am not going to add that strip here because I don't want to break this up. So I am going to take my glue gun, add some glue to the back, and I'm going to place that right there. Gorgeous, just absolutely gorgeous. So now what I want to do is I have a tag on this one, and I am going to make a tag for this one. So I have this piece that measures 2.5 by 3, and then I have this piece that measures 2 1/4 by 2 3/4, and I am just going to cut this off into a decent little tag shape. I'll use my tape runner and I am going to place this down on this side because I don't want to use that orange, which conflicts with the colors that I'm using. So I'll just use my scissors and just follow the shape of my tag, and I'll use my hole punch to punch my hole. I knew I would not get it centered because I never do. And then I have some green twine that I'm just going to feed through. Just like that. So now I'm going to take my second little flower and place it down right there. Just like that. And now we have a really cute tag that you can write something on. Then take that tag, tie it to the handle, then I am going to just trim off my excess twine. And now we have our second gorgeous little bag, box, whatever you want to call it, made from a file folder. Aren't these just gorgeous? I love crafting with those folders. This, I think, so far, I love the other ones. This, I love the others. I love the floral print and the plaids that I used, but something about this has just grabbed me, and these are my new favorite patterns. I absolutely love this bright, cheery combination. So guys, I hope that you have enjoyed this project. And if you have, please hit the like button. If you are not a subscriber to my channel, what are you waiting on? I would love to have you join my online crafting family. Y'all, please stay safe. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.